You might be doing world-class work behind a website that is still whispering that you are small. And when most big clients are deciding who to trust, they don't start by asking who's best. They start by asking who is the least risky, because they have a lot at stake. So let's talk about your website. Where do these big clients look first? They look at your website before the first call, before the first email. They look at your website. Your website is pretty much the first handshake. It's how the market decides whether to take you seriously or to quietly move on. They look and they're like, let me just go. If you're new here, I'm Ben from Kenyan Grafik, and we help service businesses look as good as the work they deliver and get paid full price for. This is episode 7 of the Rebrand Masterclass. Let's walk through a moment. A major client, maybe a multinational, maybe a fast-growing regional brand, they get your name through a referral and they've heard that you are good. They type your name into Google and they land on your website, and then your troubles begin. Your homepage loads, but slowly. The visuals look like they haven't been touched ever since the last election cycle. The copy on your website is talking about you, nothing about them. There's no clear next step for them. Within 10 seconds, they've looked, made a silent judgment. These guys look like they are struggling, they are small, they are not serious. They might still take your call out of courtesy. They might even ask you to pitch, but make no mistake, immediately know that you're playing an uphill game. It's an uphill battle. And it's that weak, fast handshake. You need to have a solid, firm one on your website. Before you say a word, your website is already speaking, and right now it might be saying the wrong thing. For now, you might be thinking, Ben, we get our clients through referrals, our website doesn't do much, or we get our clients through social media. And that might be true for now, but growth changes the equation. Referrals are running on relationships, but clients are running on reassurance. Social media is running on entertainment or education or information. These clients, mostly the big clients, are running on reassurance. They want to be reassured. Wherever they found you, they are buying safety, they are buying certainty, they are buying proof that you are ready for their level. But when your website feels dated, when it feels disjointed, when it feels vague, it doesn't matter how great your work is. To them, it signals one thing, that you're not ready for their scale of trust. Perception will win long before performance gets a chance to speak. Let's roll back to how we got here. In the early 2000s, websites were digital brochures. They were clunky, they were boxy, they were slow. Everyone had some glowing buttons, long paragraphs, GIFs that were under construction, and we tolerated it because the internet itself was new. Back then, early 2000s, simply having a website was a point of credibility. But today, the bar has moved. We live in a world of clean interfaces, lightning speed loading, seamless flow. A page that feels 5 years old can feel like a product that is 5 years behind, and nobody wants that. The principle hasn't changed. From the earliest days of commerce, trust has always been built through presentation. If you think about the merchants on their windows, they would polish the storefront windows so that they can show the excellence that is inside the store. Today, that window is digital, and that window is your homepage. The tools have evolved, but the principles, the psychology behind it, these things that signal credibility, they have not changed. After years of reviewing websites for several companies and even our own, I've seen a pattern. There are 3 quiet signals that are responsible for most of the lost opportunities online, and I'll unpack them. One is an outdated design. If your layout, your typography, your visuals feel like they are 10 years behind, clients will assume that your systems are behind too. It's unfair, but it's true. People are subconsciously associating freshness with competence, and they judge fast. That's just the reality. Research actually shows that users form an impression of a website's credibility in less than 1/10 of a second. So your website doesn't need to chase the trends, it just needs to feel alive. Let it look like someone is working on it. Let it feel modern. active, that is working, because it's like walking into a restaurant. The food might be great, but if the menu is sticky, the plate is dirty, the lights are flickering, your appetite just drops before the first bite. Your brand experience is the same way. You're ensuring the design is the good presentation for your reputation. Side note, there are people who build websites with the old aesthetic and it works because the load times, the interactions, and all are consistent with their brand. It's like buying antiques for your house, but you need a designer or you end up looking like your house is full of inherited things or pass-me-downs. So if you want to follow that aesthetic, get a professional to actually build it. Point number 2, a confusing message. Most brands are talking jargon. The clients are not reading, they are scanning, they're not studying. Your homepage shouldn't feel like an essay. If it does, you've already lost them. You have. Clients don't have time to decode your brilliance. It needs to be very, very plain to them. They need clarity, not cleverness. In fact, here's a rule. You pretty much have 10 seconds to show them what you do, who you do it for, what you're worth, and why they should trust you. That's the rule. 10 seconds. One glance. Just one. It should reveal what you are unleashing into the world. They should be able to understand you. So clarity is their comfort. A confused mind will not buy. It delays, it defers, it declines. Okay? And number 3, there's no proof or next step. This is a silent killer. You've explained what you do, but you haven't proven it. There are no visible case studies, there are no testimonials, no proof of results. And even when the visitors are impressed, there's no next step, there's no invitation, there's no guidance. It's just silence. This is what we do. Okay, so how do I get in touch? You're leaving them curious, but unconvinced about if you actually did it. A website without proof and direction is pretty much like a handshake without eye contact. It's a confidence killer. You're breeding doubt. Make trust easy to earn. Show your real work. Show real outcomes, and always, always, always show the next door that they need to walk through. There is a timeless principle that applies here. Don't make me think. It's the title of a book by a guy called Steve. It's a classic book on web usability, and the truth in it is eternal. The more a visitor has to think about how to navigate your site, the less they trust you. The more they drop off, the more they get confused. So confusing navigation feels like poor organization, and you can't have that, because this poor organization then feels risky. But then every click should feel natural. Every page should lead naturally to the next page. But if users have to guess where to find something, you've already lost a little bit of credibility, because on the internet, effort equals friction, and friction costs trust. Yeah, let's keep it simple. 75% of people have admitted that they judge a company's credibility based on their website. The design of it, the text of it, all that. And 88% of users are less likely to return after a bad experience. So you don't want to give them a bad experience. That means your website is not just decoration, it's your reputation system in action. When it's good, it's quietly affirming confidence. When it's bad, it's eroding it. And because these judgments happen subconsciously, you rarely get a second chance to correct them. You don't have a second chance. Think about it. Your website meets more prospects than you ever will. It shakes more hands, it starts more conversations, it answers more questions than your entire sales team combined. But unlike your best salesperson, it never gets tired. It's working 24/7. The only question is it working for you, or is it quietly working against you? A strong website doesn't just look good. It sells trust. It tells potential clients we are established, we are capable, we are prepared. And that's what great websites do. They make big clients, small clients, all clients feel safe saying yes. Remember, everyone is looking for a good deal. They're looking for security. If you don't know, I'm a Christian, and the Bible says whatever your hand finds to do, do it with excellence. Your website is one of those things that your hands have found to do. You must be doing it in excellence. It represents you when you're not in the room, so why would you want to be mediocre about it? Excellence isn't vanity. It's about stewardship, doing your work in a way that reflects your true capability. A neglected website, it whispers neglect. A disciplined one speaks devotion to the mission. In both, business, and faith. The small, minute details reveal deeper character. So if you are a founder or a leader, your website is not just a marketing tool, it's the leadership mirror. It reflects how much you value clarity, how much you value alignment and trust. And if you are a creative or a marketing team member, this is your chance to translate excellence into pixels and copy prose. You might not need to completely overhaul your website. Just start small. Here's how. Test your website. Show your website to someone who doesn't know you. Ask them what they think about their website in 10 seconds. If the answers don't match yours, you need to fix your clarity. That's the first thing you need to fix. Point number 2 is check for energy. Does your site feel alive? Does it feel asleep? Small updates, photos, fonts, white space, they make a huge psychological difference. Number 3 is simplifying navigation. If users will hesitate, you will not keep them, you will lose them. You can have maximum 5 options in navigation. And then add social proof, logos, testimonies, case studies. Make your work visible, not hidden behind a menu somewhere. And then finally, guide people into the next step. Open that door. Every page should have a clear call to action. Book a call, see the work, download the guide. Don't make people guess. Build your brand. That's my call. Build your brand. Come. So once upon a time, clunky websites were forgotten. Right now, they are fatal. In a world where your competitor is just one click away, clarity is not an option. It's oxygen. It's mandatory. Your digital presence should make visitors know what your best clients already know, that you are competent, you are reliable, and you're world-class at what you do. That's how your website stops being just a static brochure there and it becomes a bridge into people connecting with you. If you're unsure about your brand 360, not just your website, you can take the C4 brand quiz. It's on the bio in the description, everywhere where we are. It will help you see if your brand is helping your vision or it's slowly destroying your vision. Because if it's slowly destroying it, it's actually a hurdle to the vision, the mission. People are just one click away from your competitor who looks clearer. Maybe your brand is not clear. You can use the quiz. It's free, but it's only relevant if you actually apply everything you see there. So your website is your first handshake. It's either saying we are ready or we are figuring it out. Treat it like your top salesperson. And because it's shaking more hands than you ever get a chance to shake, ensure it's excellent. Excellence is not about showing off. It's about showing up prepared, professional, trustworthy. Yep. And in the next episode, we'll talk about how inconsistent templates quietly lower conversions. This was websites, next the templates. See you in the next.